Hello there. So today on AbbySays, we're going to talk about the Sailor Moon manga, because how important is that? And we haven't even done that yet. And so, of course, when I mention the Sailor Moon manga, I'm talking volumes 1 to 12. We're not going to talk about Sailor V or the short stories today. We're going to leave those for a different day. Now, I hate to be that person who's very nitpicky, because in all actuality, I really don't care, but I have a really hard time with the Sailor Moon manga, and it could be a fandom thing, because everyone always holds it, to such high regards, if you don't like the manga, you're wrong, and the manga is, the be-all and end-all, but I just, for the high standards that everyone gives it, I really don't think it was as good. Sorry. My big issue with the Sailor Moon manga is pacing. I think it goes by way too fast. I've read entire arcs before, and been I need to go back and reread that because I have no idea what happened. And a lot of people, complain about all the filler in the original anime, but I feel like I would rather have copious amounts of filler than having something go by too fast, because I feel like what happens in the filler episodes is they're not even, I wouldn't even consider them filler, because it's stuff happens in them, and they're usually really important for character development. So, I feel like with this sort of fast-paced manga, and with the way Crystal seems like it's going to be going, we're kind of just dominoes-ing through Senshi at this point. It's bam, Mercury, bam, Mars, bam, Jupiter. And because we don't have any episodes in between, I feel like we don't really ever have enough time to learn about this character before we're adding other characters. And by episode 10, we're going to have everybody. And it just kind of is an overload, the stories feel like they don't have enough time to flesh themselves out, and that's really unfortunate, because I wish that it had that. That being said, the storylines in the manga, of course, are the best, and that's also because they're the original, but also because they are sort of all set up without any confusing parts, if that makes sense. I'll use the Dark Kingdom as an example. Because there's only 13 acts of the Dark Kingdom arc, it's bam, all of this happens and all leads up to a very specific point, and there's no sort of confusion throughout the arc, if that makes any sense. And so there's never really any sort of side scenarios going on. It's always, this is what's happening, and that's the point. And I do like that. I do appreciate that. It sort of doesn't make it as complex as, other things would be, or other versions, but it is something that I do like. Another thing that I like about the Sailor Moon manga is the art. I really like how just in the normal pages, how Usagi's face looks, if that makes any sense. I feel like Crystal, unfortunately, kind of thinned her out a little bit. They took her chubby little face and went, and I don't like that look as much. And even though sometimes in the manga the anatomy can look a little, slender man-y, I do think that it's very pretty and it's very cute, and especially when there's the odd color page or whatever, or I've seen some of the stuff from the art books, it is definitely gorgeous. So the idea of basing Sailor Moon Crystal off of the manga was something that I really appreciate. I just wish they hadn't kept Naoko's, ability to anatomy. Now, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just not a manga reader, but I did find a lot of the time with this that I had to go back and, reread pages and reread sections, because I get so caught up in the, pretty, ooh, look at the pictures, that I forget to read the words, if that probably makes me sound really stupid. And even though I technically am not all the way through, I am in the Stars arc, though, I have really enjoyed reading the manga, so you definitely should read the manga, but I feel like this sort of superiority complex that fans of the manga have is kind of misplaced. I don't think the manga is any better than the anime, and definitely no better than the musicals, and I just think that that is what makes so many people apprehensive about the manga, is this almost crazy fan following it has. So I think we should all just accept the manga and enjoy it, but don't be stupid about it, Don't make other people not want to read it by being crazy about it. And there are definitely some cute moments in the manga. I won't give anything away, because, there are a lot of newer fans. I don't want to give anything away, but a lot of the Usagi and Mamoru kisses are way cuter in the manga than they are in the anime or in any version of Sailor Moon. And there's a lot of really cute moments. One of my favorite ones is in is it the first volume, I think? But it's Usagi throws herself at Mamoru and kisses him, and then he's all blushing after, and it's very, very cute. And there's a lot of really cute moments like that in the manga, but I just feel like there's almost not enough. That makes sense? There's a lot, but they're usually about Usagi and not enough about anyone else, and I feel like we don't ever get to know any of the other characters as well. because it goes by so fast. You know, it focuses on Sailor Moon, and I guess that makes sense because it's Sailor Moon, but I don't know. So the point to this vlog is that I want you to definitely make sure that you read the manga if you haven't, but don't let anybody sort of pressure you into feeling like you need to like love it. Because I read the manga, I'm a Sailor Moon fan, I don't love it. Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about that. Make sure you guys like this video and you comment or you message me on Tumblr, exosailormars@tumblr.com, and we can talk about it. I do plan on doing vlogs on both the Sailor V and the short stories at some point in life, so definitely make sure you check those out when they come. And if you guys have any ideas for other vlogs that I could do, make sure you message me about those, and I will see you guys again next week. Bye!